Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Miami Dolphins taking on Deshaun Watson and the Los Angeles Rams.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2 from the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. From the 31, Jackson, and this one complete to Smith. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 catches, 113 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Again, it's Watson. Now there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. To throw again on second down. Watson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now Watson. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Dorsett making the catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught. Smith. 7 yards the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he finds Lynch. It's complete. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. It's on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Over the middle to Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Cook will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? to it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a dump off here complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Jackson throwing once more. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes,
and the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Watson's throw taken in by Landry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Good protection there on third down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the first down.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now a give here to Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Watson's throw complete there to Pyramid. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Watson. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Pollard. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Throwing on 1st down. It's Jackson. Quick slant here to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Jackson. He's got Smith here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Jackson looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 4. A give. This is Cook. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
First down, and it's Pollard again. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Watson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Rams on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. To throw again on second down. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rain in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Campbell returning it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Watson. He's got Perriman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. First down, it's Watson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Miami set to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Rams. Irv Smith Jr., a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. So they went to the big boy in a big spot late. He provided, and now they're in the driver's seat.
And Brandon, size does matter in this game. All right, you can go to the slot guys, you can do all of that, but rarely have we ever seen a tight end described as diminutive, right? We just don't get that. Big target, big catch radius, that gives you a comfort zone as a guy throwing the football.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Jackson. And that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. And that will be incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Here's Jackson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A., they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.